Second course. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Rick here. I'm at the Winfield Fairgrounds here in Winfield, Kansas. It is Friday, August the 15th, and I'm here for the K&O Gas, Steam, and Engine Show. This, I do believe, the 44th annual. This is the 44th annual Steam and Gas Engine Show. And I got a little late this morning, so I went ahead and did the flag raising. I'm doing the intro out here by my car because they had just got the flag raising ceremony done, and they started in with the music already. I can't get a break. I think they've turned it off. So if they turn it back on, I'll have to go mute, but I'll put my own music in like I always do behind it if that's the case. So anyway, it's going to be a really hot day today. I'm going to try to stay here as long as I can. I'm really excited to be here. So we're just going to walk around and look at all the different farm machineries and tractors, that sort of thing. They're going to have several events going on today, if it happens. I've been doing this now for a few years, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it don't. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear. But at any rate, hopefully we'll have a good time. Come along and join me, and we'll just kind of enjoy exploring the 44th annual K&O Gas, Steam, Engine Show. So come on along and follow me. Okay, now we can get started looking at some of these tractors and machineries and such. I think the music has stopped for now, so we're just going to kind of play it by ear and see what happens this morning. They might have played that one song as a tribute or something to the flag raising ceremony this morning to the veterans. But I don't hear any music as of right now, so we're just going to kind of play it by ear and see what happens and go from there. And if it does, if the music comes back on, I'll just have to mute it and put my own music in. I've done that many times. That should not be a problem this morning. That's a long piece of, I think that's is that a grader of some sort? It might be a grader. Okay. I'm just not real sure. And here we have a McCormick. That is a McCormick implement, farm implement, but the tractor's no. It's a McCormick Farmall. Okay, all right. I've been going to these now for several years. I say that loosely. I think it's been 5, 6, 7 years. Time goes so quick. This International Harvester right here. Yeah, we'll just kind of work our way down, then we'll come back around. Yeah, it doesn't feel bad out here right now, but it's going to get really hot later on today. We got heat warnings out, and I'll try to stay as long as I can. Now, the tractor parade is at 5 p.m. today, but it's at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. And of course, they got the car show Saturday, so I'll be going to that. Tomorrow, you get both days for $5 for both days. There's some really painted up McCormick's, a pair of McCormick's. I've not got the videos uploaded yet, but we just got back from Topeka yesterday. We went to the Kansas Army National Guard Museum. They have there at Forbes Field. Last year we went to the Combat Air Museum there. We were going to go to the American Flight Museum, and I just called them last week, and I was assured that they were open. Their hours had changed, but they were definitely open. And guess what? We got there and they were closed, locked up tight. I could not get a hold of anybody, but you know, I do reviews, and they've got millions of views. So when I get around to it, I'll let them know I really didn't appreciate being. It's almost like they lied to us, or lied to me rather. Oh yeah, we're open. Yeah, right. We got there yesterday. They're closed up tight. No signs. No, nothing. Just closed, locked up. But the building itself didn't look like it was in very good shape. Here's a International 8-16 kerosene tractor. I think I've seen this out here before. And of course it's got the steel wheels. There's no rubber on these. A lot of these older tractors, they don't have the rubber on their wheels. Here's a Titan made by International Harvester. Now, I've not got that Kansas Army National Guard video uploaded yet, and it'll probably be, oh gosh, Sunday or Monday before I get all these uploaded, because I've got these two today. I mean, one today, one tomorrow, and plus that one. So I got 3 videos that I have to edit and upload. So it may be a few days. That Kansas Army National Guard was a very nice museum, very well put together, and they took donations only. There was no actual fee to get in. Of course, we did leave a donation, but I was really impressed. It was a nice museum. That made up for the American Flight Museum. Of course, I'll probably never really know because I can't get a hold of anybody. They won't answer their phone. I guess that makes sense though, you know. But anyhow, that's all right. That's the way it goes sometimes. However, that's the first museum I've been to, well, had attempted to go to, and were told they were open when they were not. So I guess it does happen every once in a while. But yeah, if you're driven for 3 hours, you know, it was kind of a disappointment. And I'm not so sure there's anything in there. I kind of peeked in the front door and saw what might have been like a lobby area, but I don't know. They may have already cleaned it out. But they could have told us. They could have said, well, you know what? We're closed, permanently closed. But no, nothing on the website. When I called them last week, did not say a word about it. Here's a bunch of little toy tractors, it looks like. Pretty cool. Yep. But anyway. Kind of get off of that. And the Kansas Army National Guard Museum had a large outdoor display, huge. And it took me a little while to walk around that. You know, between taking the video, then I had to take pictures. It actually had a storage, I want to say like a barn out there in the back, and it was full of different kinds of vehicles and that sort of thing. But I was really impressed. It was really very, very nice, very well put together. That's International. And here we have a McCormick Farmall, and it's got a little piece of machinery behind it. These little toy tractors over there are so cool. These aren't plastic either. These are metal. These are made solid metal there. So many of the toys they get anymore, well, for quite a few years now have been plastic. These are not plastic at all. That's just pretty cool. They got them painted up really nice. Here we got an International Harvester Combine. International Hydrostatic Corn and Soybean Special Turbo Diesel. And this over here, I've not seen like this before. I'm not sure what this does. It probably gathers up whatever they're supposed to be harvesting, but I've been coming to these now for a few years. I'm not an expert on these by any means. Well, that sets up tall now. Here's a big International Harvester tractor. You know, I can only imagine this day and age what it would cost to, you know, keep these in running condition. Tires and stuff would be astronomical, because I know what a regular set of car tires cost anymore. Last summer we replaced all of our tires on our car, and it was like $150 a tire. That's crazy. So you don't imagine what these run. I don't even want to think about it. They could run thousands of dollars, I don't know. We just have a little tiny, a little car. Yep, it'd be horribly expensive I think, to be a farmer anymore with the cost of everything nowadays. Everything's went through the roof, astronomically expensive. And here we have the weights. That must just be to keep the weight of the tractor level or something. I'm not real sure, but I've seen that before. Like I said, I'm no expert. I just do this for fun. I enjoy looking at these old tractors, but I am by means anywhere near an expert on farm tractors. No, nowhere near. Well, it's just something fun to do. It'd be very challenging anymore, I would think, to be a farmer. Again, with the way everything costs anymore is just crazy. You can't even fix up a car anymore without it costing a fortune. I can only imagine what it takes for one of these tractors. There's a little. I've seen these before though, with the track system on it. I see that APC I drove, Armored Personnel Carrier I drove, and then National Guard had the tracks on it, and they were really fun to drive. I always enjoyed it, driving them. Here, it's got something on the front. We'll see what it says. Bed seat, 1926 Cat 60. Okay. All right, it just tells you who owned it and all that, but I guess that's what it is. Here's another, this has Caterpillar, so it's a Caterpillar. Again, it's got the track system on it. Okay, well, let me see here. I think we've seen all of these. I may stop and take pictures of these now while I'm here, and then we'll go on to the back side, on the other side. Definitely going to take some pictures though. That looks like that could be a road grader or a grader of some sort. I do know some things. Very, very little though. But that does look like a road grader. There's another little Caterpillar back here. And there's more tractors coming in. I've got to be careful. I don't want to miss any of these demonstrations today. I don't think they really start for a while. I'll have to look and see again on the program. They do have programs. How accurate they are is anybody's guess. I've seen them when they weren't even here. Or if they are, they're usually running late. Well, I think we've been all down here, so I think I'm going to stop here for a minute and take some pictures. And then we'll go over here on the other side and we'll walk around a little bit. Well, I don't see anything starting up yet. Now, this is some sort of a piece of machinery. In 1919, International Harvester purchased Parlin and Orendorff Company of Canton, Illinois. This number 1-A wide tread lister, made 1920-1939, is pulled by 4 horses side by side. Road width was gauged by running wheels in last, I can't make out that last word. Picture, oh, the last frame maybe, picture on page 199, 150 years. Okay, well, that's kind of a, okay, it kind of sort of explains it. All right, well, I think we've been all the way down. So I will be back in a little bit. I'm going to snap some pictures. We're just going to start down here at this end and work our way down. I got my favorite parking place again this morning. Okay, well, I'm going to be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Took some pictures and looked through their, see what kind of vendors they got going on. Not a whole lot in there right now. There might be some more vendors in there as the day goes on, or maybe tomorrow. See, that's what I mean. Just never know who's going to show up, who's not going to show up. I seen this last year, and I still don't know what it is. Looks like they're getting the steam engine fired up. Hopefully they'll have a demonstration today. I'll have to look on the program and see. I think this is the favorite thing I like to watch is this, the steam engine work. Boy, look at this really nice old pickup sitting down here. Boy, I like that. That is really nice. Boy. Wow. Like I stated earlier, there'll be a car show tomorrow. I asked them about the if they're going to have any current or this year's car show t-shirts, and I was informed they were not. In which I replied, well, that's really sad. I don't know if I'm going to get another t-shirt. I've already got 3 or 4 of these, and I've got probably as many hats. Now this is some kind of scale, I'm assuming. Well, we're just going to make our way down this way, then we'll go back. After we got a rope here, we could do. Let's go do this row first. Well, it's just now, it's almost 9 o'clock, and I don't see everything started up yet. It usually goes that way. I'm kind of used to it. All right. Farmall, an older tractor. Here's an old John Deere. And then over here, I think I remember this from last year. I don't see anything, any events. Oh, they got their little trolley thing you can ride around on if you so wish. Yeah, I think they're still getting it unloaded. We'll be over there in a little bit. Here's a freshly painted John Deere. And here's another Farmall. And they have another Titan. Another Titan down here. Okay. Morning.
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 Don't have a early frost.
Hmm. Yeah, National Harvester setting right there. Well, this is a Super MTA torque amplifier. Okay. All right. This is Massey Ferguson, I think, or yeah. Yeah, I think I've already seen these. Maybe not. Yeah, I think we're going to go down here, and we'll go down the next row. Row crop 77. I think this is an Oliver. Yeah, that's an Oliver. And this is an Oliver as well. Looking down here. This has got, okay, what we got going on here? Stack Cruiser. Okay, Stack Cruiser. New Holland Stack Cruiser. Okay, I'm assuming for hay bales, maybe? I don't really know. It's huge. 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 here must be what. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a driver's compartment. Can you imagine pulling something that huge? My goodness. Here's an International Harvester farm implement. Here's a Minneapolis Moline. I gotta watch where I walk here. And there's a tractor there, and then of course we've got the Massey Ferguson tractor. Yeah, if I get most of these today, I may not have that much to film tomorrow other than the events going on. I'm hoping they start today, sometime today. And we've already done all that down there. So, let's go on. There's a big combine straight ahead, Alice Chalmers combine. The front part of it is not there. That's just part of the combine. The most important part attaches right here. And the reason I know that is I stopped and asked somebody one time, and that's what I was told. But for some reason they don't have the most important part of the combine attached. I was also told that these new combines could go up, I don't know, like 3, 4, 500,000. But the actual part that does actual work is sold separately. Now that's what I was told. That's another 100,000 or so. That's just ridiculous. Here's another. This is an Oliver. Looks like propane propelled. There's a propane tank right there, and then they've got the. What these bins are, I am not sure. They might be for spreading out feed or something of that nature. But it's just a total guess. Kind of got here a little bit and kind of give you a general idea what's going on here. Here's the Minneapolis Moline GVI. And I have no idea what the GVI stands for. Let's go over here and let's look at these other tractors over here. Like I said, get this knocked out now. We got their big old fifth wheel over there. Not fifth wheel, I'm sorry. RV over there. I remember these have been in almost all the tractor shows I've been to. I remember this one from last year. And of course it's got these buckets on the back end of it. And there again, I'm assuming that maybe something went back there. Feed or something like that, I'm not sure. And this over here, they've got some extra seats here. I think that's to haul people around on. But this vehicle here, oh no, this is not the same one. Never mind. Looks like they got a new radiator put on. This part here was a Massey Harris. That's really different. An instrument panel, shifter, I would assume. And it's got a Ford steering wheel, an older Ford steering wheel attached to it. Okay, that's interesting. That steam engine now is putting off a lot of smoke, but it's supposed to. And this tractor's been here ever since I started going. It's kind of like two tractors in one. It's hand built. See, there's the engine, one of the engines, and the cab. And then you have another engine here. Yeah, I can remember this when I first started coming here to these tractor shows. And this down there, that's just where they, you can go for a ride if you wish. Boy, that it's got pretty smoky. I'll just go down here real quick. We just look at this up close. I'll walk around under the tree here for the moment. K&O Gas and Steam Engine Show, Branch 11, third week, and in August. And there's where the people would sit. Okay, well, let's go on and go down here, and then we'll go on. Just got to remember where I'm at and where I'm going. That's always important. A lot of mud out here. I'll have to go around. Got to watch where I'm going. There's a couple of old tractors over there. They said there's going to be larger equipment this year. Of course, I remember when they had big army trucks down here. Looks like they're now when the steam engine gets over here, right down here is where they're going to hook it up, and it may not be today. I hope it is today. That'd be nice. But what they'll do is they'll drive it in, and they'll put blocks on the front wheels so it won't roll. Well, then they put this belt around the wheels. See, there's what they would block it up with so it won't roll. And then once they get the right tension on the belt, that's what powers this machine. I've seen this every year. I always watch this demonstration. It's really cool to watch with all the belts and gears and hay flying everywhere. McCormick Deering. And this is right where it's going to be whenever they have it. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to try to get a seat over here. Always set those, there's no shade out here. Of course there never has been. But at any rate, that's where it'll all take place when they decide to have it. I gotta look again on my program. Okay, well let's go back down here and finish up here, and then when we get this finished, I'll just have to wait for an event or something to happen this morning. Fridays aren't real popular. I mean, because it's a regular work day, school day, whatever. There's not very many people down here. But it's that way every year. Now, tomorrow will be quite different. It will be very packed down here. You know, being Saturday and all. But I know Friday's always kind of mellow. There's not a lot going on. So, we'll just keep on keeping on. I gotta remember where I've left off here. It's kind of nice to have a day where it's not real crazy, but tomorrow will be. Because I gotta remember start up where I left off at. And I do believe it's down here. Well, they got it going. See all that smoke down there? They got it running. But I'll have to look at my program here in a minute. Now we've been down this row here. So let's go on down. We've already been down all that, been all around there, I think. I can't remember if I've been up there or not. Well, let's go on and then I'll catch it later. I got tomorrow too. Yeah, $5 will buy a 2-day. This gets good for both Friday and Saturday. That's kind of cool. That's the way it's always been though, since I've been going. And here we have a row of John Deere tractors. Oh, get a shade for a little bit. That's nice. This says Brooks Antique Tractors. Yeah, those do look very old. This is the hard part of doing the videos. When you get inside your nice, cool, air-conditioned house, you can do your editing in comfort. But I don't know, when you're out here doing it, it gets very, very warm. I know last year was very, very hot. I stayed for the tractor parade last year on Saturday, and I don't know, I just almost went home. But I managed to stay. That didn't help matters, they were late getting started. It's only supposed to last an hour. If I remember right, I didn't get out of there till like 2:30 or something like that. Of course, that's the hottest part of the day. I'm seeing my wife is smart. She stayed home today in the nice air conditioning. But you know, I do car shows and bridges and parades and festivals and everything else in the heat. But I do like this. I do. I love this. I love the summertime, even with the heat. Here's an old tractor. Looks like part of it's been painted. It looks like fresh paint, and then whatever that is, looks like it's fresh paint. Literally getting that thing cranked up. I don't know if they're going to move it over there. They may be getting ready to move it over there, and if they do, I'm going to follow it over there. But I guess you just never know. It looks like right now, they really got it fired up. I bet they're getting ready to take it over there, and I'll have to get over there and watch them drive it over there. That's always fun. More old tractors. It is nice in the shade though this morning. Oh, this got a John Deere 1936A, and this John Deere over here is a 1947B. I wouldn't know all this if it wouldn't be for the information. Like I said earlier, I am not an expert at all. And the only reason why I know is because most of them's got it on the tractor. I wouldn't have any idea. Although some I do recognize a little bit because I've been doing this now for several years. Yeah. Well, we still got one more row to go, but we may just stop for a minute, and especially if that steam engine tractor gets rolling, we'll have to go follow it over there. I'll tell you what though, they move right along. Oh no, one year I followed it all the way around the park, the fairgrounds. Yeah, like I said, I got all day tomorrow to do these, film these tractors I don't get done today. Okay, well, I tell you what. They sure look like that's ready to roll. Boy, someone's got it all fixed up now. There. Bag chairs, an umbrella, and their little go-kart vehicle there. Boy, now they're all fixed up now. I think we'll take a minute and go over and see what this steam engine is going to do. Let's go over here and just watch this thing run for a little bit. There's one coming down the road. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to wait right here because it looks like they may be getting ready to move it over. I can stand over here in the shade though and watch them. And see, there's another demonstration going to be going on over there. It's not started up yet. And see, it's about 20 after 9. Another demonstration, but it's not going on yet. It's right over there. So far, they're just sitting there. So I'll go show you this other demonstration that's going to be going on. Yeah, see, it's not even all set up yet. See, there's going to be another demonstration right here and over here too. Both of these are supposed to be going, I think, sometime today. Not yet. They haven't got their area set up yet, so it may be a while. I don't know. Yeah, this is where 2 of the demonstrations are going to take place. It is right here. I'll look over here and sit down for a minute and you'll see they pour corn cobs in here and it strips off the actual corn. I've seen this done several times over the years. See, there's a bag of corn right there and we'll dump it in a little funnel and it'll strip off the corn, put it into the bucket over here. I think it's like it may be for like animal feed or something of that nature. I've seen this done several times over the years. And then this over here is they put these stalks in. They wind up over there in that caged up area. And that's what that does. And I don't know what they're doing over here. Okay. All right, I think we're going to take a break for a minute and we'll be right back. Okay, I think they're getting ready to move the steam engine over to the other side. So we're going to see if we can follow it. Yep, there they are. I knew it. I knew they was getting ready to do that. So let's see if we can follow them over there.
That doesn't seem tall.
Good morning.
Hi, Rick. How are you?
I'm doing just great. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, gotta change out that battery. Man, I should have changed out that battery. Well, if I can make it over there, I think once I see this, I'm gonna take another break. Somebody told me they was getting ready to move this over to their demonstration area, and sure enough, that's what they're doing. I hope that's where they're going. That one year they drove clear around the fairgrounds. I'm not going to do that today. Oh no, looks like they're going on ahead. Okay, well that's a good thing. So I'll have to go over here and change out my battery. Okay. So we're going to have to get it all set up. And then maybe get ready to do that now. I think we're going to sit over here and wait. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's going to take them a little while to get set up. So I'm going to go and sit down and change out the battery. If I can get this scene right now, then I'll probably take a lunch break or something. Get some cold drink. If I do, I don't want to miss this. That was loud. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I'm glad I got on video though. All right. We'll be back if anything, when they get all set up, we'll be back. Well, okay, they've got a malfunction. Something's going on. Don't know. Something's went wrong somewhere. That's why they're turning it off. They just barely got started. Doggone it. Well, for one thing, yeah, it wasn't running quite fast enough because those belts are usually a little bit tighter than that. And there's nothing coming out the chute there.
Are you a video photographer or a YouTuber or what?
Yeah, YouTuber.
Where out of?
Here. Well, we're going. Okay, well, maybe they're going to get started back up again. Maybe. Well, all right. What in the world is going on? Well, I should have known better. Okay, well, they're down again. I don't know. I thought they was. I don't know. That's crazy. All right. Well, I'll be back again if they ever get this thing running. Okay, well, we're going to go walk around a little bit. They've been half an hour trying to get that thing to start or to run. So I'm just going to kind of walk around here for a little bit, and maybe they'll get it started here after a while. It's supposed to start at 10 o'clock. It's almost 10:30. They still ain't got it. They had it running for a few minutes. It looked like it was going to run. They keep turning it off. So I'm going to kind of walk away from it for a little while. I'll try to stay in this general area, though. I thought I saw some different vehicles pull in, maybe not. I'll have to take out a lot of the little 3 or 4 second videos because I thought they was getting ready to start up and then they shut it back down again. So I'm just kind of frustrated with them right now. So let's just walk down here, look around a little bit, some more. Yeah, I don't know. They're all sitting around there talking now. So they're supposed to do this again tomorrow at 10 a.m. So what I might do is just go ahead and just have some lunch or something, and because I know if I get doing something else, well, they'll eventually get it started and get it running. But I just had to get up and walk around a little bit. And this is an army. It was an army Jeep. They didn't. These Humvees. They did not have these when I was in. I saw this pull in a little bit ago. It'd be fun to drive, though. One thing about it, a whole lot of stuff. Look how spacious this is back here. My goodness gracious. All kinds of room back here. Pretty good sized bed. That'd be fun, so fun to drive. Okay, well, let's go around here so we can do something else maybe today. I'll see if these other demonstrations are going on, although I don't think they are. I don't know. Well, let's walk over there, we'll see what's going on. If they're not doing anything, then I think I'll probably just take a lunch break or something and just kind of see how the day goes. Well, now see, now I walked away. Now it looks like they got it, trying to get it running again, but maybe not. No, it's not doing anything yet. This happens every year, seems like. But then once they get it running, it runs pretty good. Once they finally get it all, everything ironed out on it. But I may just have to wait till tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe things will be running. And there's supposed to be 2 demonstrations going on over here, and there is nothing. There is nothing going on. So it may be time to just take a break and take a lunch break or something. If I don't catch it today, I can catch it tomorrow. Well, if I knew I walked away, they'd get it started. Get it running, I mean. Hey, can I look down in there? Can I look down in there real quick?
Just a little bit, it'll dump.
Yeah.
Quarter bushel.
Oh, really? Well, looks like that's all of that demonstration. Well, at least they finally got up and running. We got to watch it for a little bit. All right. Okay, well, it looks like that's it till about 2 or 2:30 or whatever, so I probably won't be here that long. So we're going to go ahead and take a lunch break. Will it run no more till 2:30 now?
Not yeah. We're done threshing for
Okay,
now.
thank you.
Yep.
Okay, they're done threshing for now. That's what I thought. It's a good thing I walked back over here because I did get to catch a little bit of it. So I think it's time to take a lunch break because it's like 25 till 11. So yeah, like I said, there's not much going on today. Be a lot more tomorrow with the car show. They've got the tractor parade at 1, and they got these demonstrations supposed to be going on. So far, the wheat thrashing is the only one I've got to see so far. This morning after lunch, I might kind of walk around a little bit more, and I might go and call it a day and then just come out again tomorrow. But I might see if they're going to do these other demonstrations, and if they do, I'll come back, I'll watch them. I plan on being out here all day, but I just don't know because, you know, like I said, it just depends on how the day goes. Well, I got to watch a little bit of the thrashing. I plan on watching again tomorrow, and hopefully it's running better tomorrow. But by the time I get back, maybe we'll have these other demonstrations going. But yeah, I've got to take a lunch break here. Like I said, I'll be out again tomorrow. Yeah, I've got to edit this all out later on today and that sort of thing. I think there's one food booth down here. I'll go see if they got. I'll probably get whatever they've got. Don't have a lot of choices. But at any rate, yeah, it'll be a different story tomorrow. I guarantee it. It'll be a lot busier. See, everybody's working today, school day, work day, and everything. So yeah, I got another shot at it. I got another chance at it. So hopefully it'll be busier tomorrow. It will be. I guarantee you that. I've done this now for several years. Yeah, I just about missed it. The wheat thrashing, the thrashing. But I got back over there in time and got to watch a little bit of it. Okay guys, we'll be back after a while. So we'll see you then. Okay, well, I had lunch and had something cold to drink. I sat down now of the heat for a while, so I'm back. I don't know for how much longer, but back for now. Okay, well, we'll walk around here for a little bit. Look at some of these semis. Oh, an old International. By Peterbilt. There's more old tractors. Oh, 1974 Ford. 1972 Cub Cadet. 1969 Cub Cadet. And it looks like they got some, oh, a drink cooler. Like new, it says, for $100. And they got some old license plates. Blankets. Yeah, just a little bit of everything. Just kind of see what they got out here. A lot of old tools. Okay, well, I'm gonna walk on here. I can't remember if I took any, what pictures I might have taken. I may just have to do it early in the morning. Come out here and take some pictures. Oh boy, another tractor. Oh, they can't do anything. Yeah, I know I've seen all these. I don't know if I took any pictures or not. What I might do is, oh yeah, I've seen all these. I know, can't remember about the pictures though. I might go up here and see if they got some demonstrations going on. I can always come out in the morning and finish up with pictures. I don't know if they got the demonstrations going or not over here, but we can sure go over here and see. If they do, I might watch some of that. And then again, if they don't, I may just go ahead and take some pictures and just come back out in the morning. Looks like they might be getting something started out here, I don't know. Hear a tractor running. Oh yeah, looks like they got something going out here. Let's see what we can find out over here. Well, tell you what, they're just having a hard time getting back together today. All right, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know what to do. They can't seem to get back together today. Yeah, see, now they got the belt off, and I don't know what they're doing. I may just take some pictures and come back tomorrow, because I just don't see whether they're having a bad day today. I mean, I was lucky to get the wheat thrashing. I was lucky I got to see that. Maybe a better day tomorrow. Oh gosh, I just don't know. It's been okay, but I don't know. It's just I've been like jinxed today or something. They can't seem to get anything to run today. Well, I think I'm gonna stop and take some pictures, and then I'll get back with you one way or the other, and I'll see what we're going to do then. So I'll just get off this for right now, and I'll be back in a little bit. Well, I no sooner took a couple pictures than I got it running. So we better go over and watch it while we can. So we'll go watch this for a little bit. Yeah. Okay guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. It's still pretty early. It's not even noon yet, but it's just getting real hot, and I'm going to get here early in the morning and try it again. I'll get all the pictures taken before it gets real hot, and just see how tomorrow goes better. But I think I'm just going to call it a day for right now. But thank you for joining and watching and subscribing, and remember to go out and explore your world and be safe, you know, and all that. Be aware of your surroundings, and just have fun. So I will talk to you all later. We'll see you later.